So here's the concept for today's shoot, and I'm really excited about it. I haven't shot Olivia for 3 years. Believe me, I loved shooting her when we were together, and we haven't been together for 3 years. So this is going to be a lot of fun. But the concept for the shoot is one light. One stationary light, nothing else. I'm going to move her to change the look of each photo. I'm going to use just the 50mm Summicron. That's it. We're going to have fun. And let's see what we can do with just one light and just a little bit of movement, different placement, close to the light, far from the light, shooting different angles for me. It is going to be a blast. So let's get right to the shoot rather than me going on and on and on like I normally do. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. This is going to be a fun one, I promise you.
Now, I'm going to show you why this is so much fun. Now, first off, I just want to explain this. So she's close to the backdrop. I'm getting even lighting. I get a little bit of shadow, which I love. It's a great look. If I pull her off the backdrop and keep her that equal distance from the light, now I'm getting even coverage on her and the backdrop. That's simple. I pull her in just a little closer to the light. I have to stop down just a hair, and I'm getting more shadow on the side of her jaw because she's more equal with the light. I just threw a fan in here really quick. You're going to notice subtle changes with just subtle movements of the subject and myself. You can get so many different looks from this setup, and you don't have to move or touch anything. You can concentrate on your model, your subject, the shoot, and nothing else. So I know that she's close to the backdrop. She's a little bit further away from the light. I'm going to get that shadowing. I pull her closer to the light and just a little bit off the backdrop. I lose the shadow, and I still have that great contouring of her face and jawline. There's so many different subtle looks you can get without touching anything. All you're going to move in this is yourself and that aperture. That to me is a lot of fun. Now, I'm using a giant Profoto softbox and a Profoto light. You do not need this setup to shoot like this. A big umbrella with a diffuser over it and a speed light, and you got it made. Now, I used to shoot the same way with a 50-inch, 60-inch umbrella. I think it was a 63-inch, and I got the same look. The key with using umbrella is using a diffuser over it. You can see, like, when I pull her in closer to the light, I'm pulling down that light on the backdrop. It's that inverse square kind of thing going on here. But this stuff is coming straight at a camera, just what you're seeing in these photos. That's it. That's what I get out of camera. The backdrop's a little darker because I have her closer, and I open up the aperture just a little bit to give it that high key kind of look. It's beautiful right out of camera. Just play with it. Play with your aperture. This is the same exact setup. I just turned her head away so I can get more shadowing on that jawline and stop down just a little bit. I'm maintaining that jawline at all times for her just by having that light to the side and pointed down just a little bit. If I push her closer to the backdrop and closer to the light, I'm going to lose that. But again, I thought, well, this is a dark jacket. I want that hard look. And it was great, but the backdrop is too light for me. It's too much of a transition between the backdrop and her coat. So I'm going to move her closer to the light. I'm going to take down that backdrop because of the inverse square law again, and I'm getting the look that I want with her. I'm getting great contrasting light. If I move her closer to me, it's even going to be a little bit more contrasty on that side. And I still have that backdrop down, so it's not such a harsh transition. Anyway, I apologize for rambling so much during these shoots. I know I do, and I apologize. But have fun with this. Use your speed light. Use your Godox. Use your Electron, whatever you have. Just use it, play with it, have fun with it. You don't need giant things. You don't need powerful lights. If you're using a small speed light and an umbrella, use that diffuser, raise your ISO just a little bit. You're going to get the same kind of looks that I'm getting here. It's just you'll be using a higher ISO because it's not as powerful. That's the only difference. But you just want that decent spread of light and that light off to the side like it is. Move her up and down. You move up and down. Move to the side. Like if I go to the side, it's going to be a completely different look. And it's the same lighting. It's the same backdrop. It's the same, Oh, by the way, the backdrop I'm using is the X-Drop Pro. I'm still using that. Listen, this is a fantastic backdrop system. It really is. It is lightweight. People bitch that, oh, you can break it easily. Well, if you don't take care of things, things are going to break. If they made it more sturdy, it would be heavier weight, and then people would be bitching that it's too heavy. This system works great. Just take care of it and it'll last you a lifetime. I just wanted to get that out there. And no, I don't have an affiliate code, but it may be in my Amazon thing. I'll leave my favorite tier below. You just look. Now here's me going off to the side. Remember, nothing else has changed. I'm opening up the aperture just a little bit, but I have a totally different look now. Light's still where it is. I didn't have to change anything. I'm still having fun in this shoot. This look, I love this kind of look with her. We've done this before years and years and years ago. I've been shooting Olivia for a long time. She's probably close to 8 years now. But we did have that 3-year hiatus. Anyway, I love the look, but it was too contrasty for me. I wanted just to pull her away from the backdrop just a little bit, give some kind of separation and more light. So I moved her closer to the light, opened up the aperture just a little bit, and had that somewhat of a less even look on the backdrop versus her. So she pops off more. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this shoot. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will get to them, I promise. Some do fall between the cracks and I missed them. I do apologize for that. But anyway, thanks for watching as always. And for me, this was a great fun shoot. Make sure you try it. I think you'll really enjoy this.